One that I've never really forgotten, although it wasn't really a chant, and it shows how old I was. There was a then contemporary Cher song, and the team that I was watching had gone 1-0 up and then were suddenly 2-1 down. And a lone voice from the terrace simply sang, "If I could turn back time," just on his own, just like that.
So last November I was at Camp Nou watching Barcelona against Villarreal, and Neymar scored this wonder goal. At the time the crowd were chanting Messi, 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 as they do, and suddenly they all broke into chorus with Neymar, Neymar, Neymar. It was quite a poignant moment in the match, and one of those points where the hairs stand on the back of your neck.
I'd probably say my favourite chant is Kicking a Blue, a Man United chant, but to go along with who my favourite player is, Paul Scholes, he scores goals.
Probably say Besiktas in Istanbul. It was they did a big routine before the match. I don't know what the chant was actually called, but they had a big routine where they had a guy on the pitch conducting everyone, and then the fans would kind of chant and jump up and down just before kick-off when the players were coming out. It was just so ridiculously loud. It was the loudest thing I've ever seen. I think they've got the world record for the loudest fans in the world as well, officially. It was just incredible.
We're going to win the league. It's not the cleverest of chants, and mostly sung with irony, but not for Leicester fans this season. It's basically been sung from the first game of the season. That was all with irony. Winning a game was a nice feeling, obviously, in the first day, but particularly sung with gusto against Crystal Palace at the weekend, where fans basically stayed behind for 20 minutes after the game, and when they asked to leave were greeted with "We shall not be moved." So, enjoyable.
It's a tough one, heard plenty over the years. Mine though has to be when it was in a bar in Spain while I was on my year abroad in Barcelona. Real Madrid were playing Barcelona at the Bernabeu, and Ronaldinho was absolutely amazing, like the best you have ever seen. He was best player in the world at the time, scored twice in a 3-0 win. He was applauded off the pitch by the Real Madrid fans. That never happens. That's just absolutely insane. I was stood at the back of this bar in downtown Barcelona in the Gothic Quarter. He scored the third, a fantastic solo goal. And I started shouting, "Ronaldinho, Ronaldinho," at the top of my voice. The whole bar joined in, about 200 people, because of the stupid blonde Englishman at the back with ridiculous long hair. It was absolutely awesome, and I could not have felt prouder. Best chant ever.
One weird chant that I've never quite understood was Bolton fans would quite regularly sing, "Oh, we keep chickens in our backyard, we feed on an Indian corn, and one's a bugger for giving the other a piggyback over the wall." I never understood what that was about, but it got sung at every game.